Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leah the Sunstar, and this is another full moon video. Full moon into Virgo this time. And so the Virgo full moon will be full completely Eastern Standard Time at 7:40 a.m. on March the 7th. So let's get into this video on the Virgo full moon, and I'm gonna tell y'all how you can best use the energy, what houses it's gonna fall in, stuff about Virgo, gemstones and herbs, and a ritual that you can do during this full moon. The beautiful thing about being on a spiritual journey is that you're never alone, because we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. Thank you all so much. Welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy. So first, let's start off by talking about some of the elements of Virgo as a planet. So some of the things you should know about Virgo, the zodiac sign of Virgo. So Virgo's symbol is the maiden. Some people call it the virgin as well. Or symbolize. The symbolization of Virgo is the maiden, the virgin. The ruling planet for Virgo is Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, giving and receiving information, technology, just thinking in general, perception, logic, all those things. Virgo rules the sixth house. The sixth house is all about health, pets, how you're being of service to the world, to your community, how you're being of service, and in organization, like your organization skills, yeah, that type of stuff. That's sixth house energy. The element of Virgo is Earth, and the ruling planet, I'm sorry, not the ruling planet. Oh goodness, we already talked about that. Virgo is a mutable sign. So with Virgo being a mutable sign, Virgo is the last zodiac sign in the summer. Virgo ushers summer into fall. So Virgo is that sign that brings about that last bit of summer in going into fall. So with that transition, mutable signs are the zodiac signs that actually help with change. And that's why, like, mutable signs like Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces have like changeable moods. So they typically adapt to change well. Their mood shift, all those zodiac signs are known to have like shifting moods, or sometimes people call them mood swings, where one minute you're happy, the next minute you can be angry. So they're accustomed to change. Even if they don't like it, they're still accustomed to change, and as a mutable sign. And most mutable signs operate well in the change arena, change and transition. The key word for Virgo is analyze. The power colors for Virgo is brown, olive green, and white. The body parts ruled by Virgo are the abdomen and the digestive system. And the zodiac signs, the tarot cards that are most associated with Virgo. In the major arcana, it's the Magician, the Hermit, and the World. In the minor arcana, it is the Pentacles. Pentacles represent the earth signs. So that is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Okay? All right, let's get into the next topic of the video. So next we're going to talk about what are some ways you can use this moon energy. So the first thing that you can do with this moon energy is take some time to identify areas in your life that need more detail, that you need to pay more attention to, that you need to pay more attention to detail in. So different areas in your life that need your attention. basically. It needs more attention to detail. The second thing would be to declutter and organize in whatever areas of your life that you need it. So if it's your living space, if it's your um, relationships, if it is your, sorry about that, tribe. So yes, decluttering and whatever decluttering and organizing in whatever area you need it, like in your life right now. Doesn't have to just be your home space. It could be your career. It could be your personal life and so forth. Okay, the next thing you can do is identify how you can be of service to others, like i.e. Volunteering, or donating, like doing donations, like giving away stuff, material items and so forth. Yep. The fourth thing that you can do is have emotional or vulnerable conversations that are overdue. So if you know there's some conversation that you need to have, good or bad, you know, that's going to lead to emotions or emotional vulnerability, now is a good time and now is a good moon to have those conversations. Because again, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury's that planet of communication. So this is a good time to kind of heal and get certain things out that you need to address and get out. The next thing, the fifth thing, would be to give extra attention to your pets. So if you're a pet owner, you may feel like your pets are a little bit more needy of attention. And so this is just, you know, being aware that if they need more attention, just give it to them during this time. And if you are not a pet owner, but you've been thinking about getting a pet, now might be a good time to get a pet. The very last key point I want to point out is, or another area that, you know, how you can best use this Virgo energy is focusing on how you can improve your health and your well-being, whether it would be exercising, drinking more water, subscribing to a different type of diet. These are all, you know, areas that can improve your health and well-being. Even like finding ways to relax and de-stress. Also, you know, I hate to be honest like this, but, you know, maybe setting boundaries with toxic relationships, or setting boundaries in relationships that need some boundaries, whether it's with family, whether it's with friends, whether it's with a lover or a partner. Just learning how to set those healthy boundaries for yourself can work wonders for you during this energy. All right, let's get into the next part of our video. Okay, so let's talk about the houses where this particular moon falls in each zodiac house. So the first, so I'm just going to run through them one by one. So starting with Aries. Aries, this particular moon falls in your sixth house. Again, sixth house is the house that Virgo actually rules. So it's health, it's fitness, it's like systems, your analytical nature, your organization skills, your pets, your work habits, your sense of usefulness, or like being of service to others. Okay, so that's the sixth house energy. For my Tauruses, this moon falls into your fifth house. And again, this is for my rising or sun sign. So if you don't know your rising sign, you can go by your sun sign. But I tell people to mainly look at their ascendant or their rising sign when it comes to the houses and where the moons fall, whether it's a new moon or a full moon, okay? So yes, Taurus in the fifth house. So the fifth house is the house of romance and love affairs and play and creativity and children and fertility and like having a childlike spirit, or like your inner child, your joy, your self-expression, stuff like that. So that is fifth house energy. So my Taurus risings, You may be feeling a little romantic and lovey-dovey during this moon. Okay. All right. So my Gemini risings and our sun sign, this moon is going to fall into your fourth house. So the fourth house is that of your home. Like your, basically like your roots, your foundation. There's a maternal energy that goes along with the fourth house. Fourth house energy is also about like your emotional foundation, femininity, women, children, little female children, family, self-care. That's really the fourth house. You know, that's what the fourth house represents. So my Gemini sun or Gemini rising, you may be really focused on your foundation. Like, what do you want? How do you want to organize your home? Bringing some organization to your family. Also, again, having like emotional conversations with those people that you care about the most. And also really tapping into what you need. Like, as far as like settling down, not settling down, if you're already settled down, what do you need to continue, you know, to be in a happy space in your home? Okay, so next up is Cancer. Hello, my Cancers. Cancer rising in our sun sign. This particular moon is in your third house, and the third house is ruled typically by Mercury. The third house is representative of communication, the mind, thinking, giving and receiving information, siblings, neighbors, like social activities and interests, and also early education. Okay, so that's all represented in the third house. So my Cancers, with this particular Virgo moon, you could be like feeling a sense of that need again to communicate, to have those vulnerable conversations, whether it's with siblings or, you know, a lover or a neighbor or a friend. Also, you probably will feel a need to read books or to write in a journal a lot, okay? Just to get your thoughts out and your feelings out. All right, so for my Leos, moving on to Leo, my Leo risings and or sun sign, this particular moon is in your second house. And the second house represents our work ethic, our money, our material possessions, our daily routines, our priorities and our habits. Did I say income and values and your values, your core values and your income as well. So money, 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 money. So my Leos, you may feel a sense of wanting to manifest money. You might be taking a deep dive and looking at your money and getting stuff organized, whether it be your taxes, your money, making sure you clear up any money issues as far as like cashing checks or mailing checks or paying bills, stuff like that might be on your mind heavily. Just getting those types of things organized in your life. Like, how's your work going? Like, you know, when are you due for an evaluation? Just stuff like that. If you're self-employed, this could be getting more on a schedule with your self-employment and your clients and whatever you're doing with your businesses and stuff. All right, so moving on, my Virgo rising, Virgo sun. I'm a Virgo rising. Woo woo. So my Virgo risings and my Virgo sun sign. So this particular moon falls in our first house. First house energy is all about self. It's about your appearances. It can represent new beginnings and new energy coming into your life. Your body, first impressions, your attitude, like how your identity, how you approach life, how you want to show up in the world. Like, so how you want to be seen outwardly in the world. So first house energy is that energy where you might want to go cut your hair, change your hair, braid your hair, do something like get, I don't know, lip fillers, or excuse me, make changes to your physical appearance. Make changes to your wardrobe. Sorry, I'm thirsty. So it doesn't have to be something extreme like you go get cosmetic surgery, but you might go get sculpted or something. Like you might want to go to the spa. You might want to change up, like your wardrobe. Like you might want to embrace a different type of style, stuff like that. All right, so for my Libras, moving on to Libra, my Libra risings and or sun sign, this moon falls into your 12th house, and the 12th house is representative of endings, new beginnings, because of course when one door closes, another one opens, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, dharma, old age, afterlife, what's being hidden, like subconscious things, like what's being hidden below the surface, limiting beliefs, shadow work. Those are all things that are ruled by the 12th house. Okay. All right. So my Libras, you all might find yourself in deep thought. You might find yourself wanting to end stuff. You might find yourself wanting to have a new start with things. You might find yourself getting some karma. You might find yourself wanting to be alone. You might start thinking about like the afterlife, or like wills and getting your will, your living will, or your will organized. You might be searching subconsciously for any hidden beliefs or hidden things that might be holding you back from achieving your goals and the things that you really truly want in life. And some of you all may be wanting to really focus on your healing and declutter your heart space. That's what I say, decluttering your heart space, getting rid of emotional baggage. Okay. All right, for my Scorpio risings and or sun sign, this particular moon falls into your 11th house. So the 11th house is all about groups, friendships, organizations, like social groups, being like socially aware, humanitarianism, technology, your hopes and your wishes for the future. So your hopes and your wishes for the future. So my Scorpio risings and or sun sign, you all might take a look at your friendships, your social groups, like who you're socializing with, and start to organize, or, you know, stop being around people that, you know, in situations that no longer serve you. You might look at some of the societal things you can do to be of service to others and volunteer. You definitely might be focused on how you can accomplish your wishes and your, you know, the things that you've been wishing for, like goals you have set. You may be more focused on how you can what you can do as far as what your part is in, you know, going about accomplishing those things. That could really be like a fire in your belly over this this moon cycle. All right. Okay. So next up would be Sagittarius. So my Sagittarius risings and or sun sign, this particular moon falls into your 10th house. So 10th house energy is that of our long-term career ventures, long-term goals, like structure, status, our reputation, father figures, men, experts, fame, public image, masculinity. All of that falls into the 10th house. So my Sagittarius is, you all could be definitely paying attention to your long-term goals in your career. And just giving that area of your life more attention. Like, are you showing up the way you want to show up in the public? Are you being known for what you want to be known for? Do you need to talk to an expert about your health and your well-being, as far as like, anything that might be going on with you physically or mentally, depression, anxiety, all those things might be a focus for you at this time. Getting things in your career organized better. Like, what are you doing? And what do you want to be doing? Like, what are you currently doing and what you want to be doing? And how can you organize things to move to your goals? Like, not necessarily quicker, but smoother. Make, hit things smoothly. Okay? All right. For my Capricorn risings and or sun sign, this particular moon is falling in the 9th house for you. And 9th house energy represents travel, wisdom, philosophy, philanthropy, higher education, law and religion, cross-cultural relations, higher learning, distant learning, self-development learning, and ethics. Yeah, I think that covers the 9th house. All right, so for my Sagittarius, my Capricorns, this Virgo moon and how it could show up for you would be like you paying attention to like travel details that you have coming up, where you need to get organized when it comes to your studies. If you're in school or studying for something, you might want to explore like some different things when it comes to learning more about the law, learning more about politics, learning more about religion, picking up some type of spiritual studies or spiritual practices, doing some reading, making sure that how you're living your life is aligned with your values and your ethics. Also, paying closer attention to like what could be happening in the world. That would also be a thing that you might want to do. But definitely paying more attention to detail when it comes to your education, what you're learning, what you're studying right now, what you're reading up on. You don't have to be in formal school, but it could just be you're taking a course, or you're taking a certification, stuff like that. All right, moving on to Aquarius. My Aquarius is sun or rising. This particular moon is in your 8th house. The 8th house is all about merging, sexual intimacy. So merging sex, sexual intimacy, shared finances, inheritances, I call it other people's money, like taxes, loans, assets, joint ventures and goals, property like that you share with somebody else. That's why I said other people's money already. Joined money. There's an element of mystery that comes along with the 8th house too. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio normally. So this energy can feel for you, my Aquariuses, you could be paying more attention to what you have jointly shared, what you're sharing jointly with the partner if you're partnered up. You could be thinking more about intimacy and wanting to have more intimacy, whether you're single or partnered. You could be, and actually being, you might be looking into more of the benefits of being intimate or merging. And it doesn't have to be like physical sex. Like it could be like learning more about spiritual stuff, like when it comes to like tantra. I don't think I'm saying it right, but tantric practices like the Kama Sutra and stuff like that, which doesn't always involve like penetration. It might be more so of becoming one with your partner, hugging, learning intimacy techniques for yourself or for yourself in a partnership. Okay. All right. Moving on, last but not least, my Pisces. Pisces, this particular moon falls in the 7th house for you, my Pisces rising and or sun signs. So this particular moon for you, with it falling into your 7th house, the 7th house is all about relationships, whether it's romantic relationships, platonic relationships, family relationships. So relationships, marriages, contracts, business partners, about the 7th house focuses on equality and sharing and your interpersonal skills. So everything is about the 7th house is really relationship based. Okay. So this moon is allowing you all to pay more attention to the things that you need to pay attention to in the different relationships in your life. Okay. It's giving you the time and the space to declutter, get rid of people and situations that are no longer serving you. Identify how you can be of service to your partner or how they can be of service to you in some shape, form, or fashion. Having those vulnerable, emotional conversations. And also thinking about how you and your partner can incorporate more health and well-being practices. So even if it's like your business partner, y'all have an office or something, y'all might start thinking about, oh, what are some healthy things or some like mental, emotional, spiritual well-being things that we can do throughout the course of our day, you know, as business partners, or offer it in our offices, stuff like that, you know, high level. All right, so that concludes this part. Let's get into the next part of this video. All right, y'all, so let's talk about the gemstones and the herbs, gemstone crystals and herbs that are good to use or to work with during this Virgo energy. So the gemstones that are best for the Virgo full moon would be amazonite, selenite, angelite, smoky quartz, turquoise, ametrine, jade, apatite is apatite, apatite. I think I'm saying it correctly. Sodalite, and then rutilated quartz. And the herbs would be lavender, either herb or essential oil, lemongrass, either herb or essential oil, lemon verbena, which you can do herb or essential oil, peppermint, herb or essential oil, thyme, herb, preferably, honeysuckle flower, preferably, mugwort, herb, preferably, patchouli, either the herb or the herb or the essential oil, primrose, the herb preferably, not the oil, lily, the flower or the essential oil, fennel, the fennel seed, it's like a seed, it's a herb, and then dill. Dill is an herb as well, and you can get it fresh or you can get it dried. Okay. All right, so those are the herbs and the gemstones that are best used for this Virgo earth energy, Mercury energy. All right, moon. Let's get into the next part of our video. Last but not least, just in closing, I just want to talk a little bit about forgiveness and a gratitude ritual. So forgiveness rituals and gratitude rituals are very good things to do. And I'm going to leave those instructions in the description box below. So the forgiveness ritual is just about you writing down 10 people, places, or things or situations that you need to forgive, going one by one, you know, after you've listed them all out, 10 or less. And it's just really about you writing down, just writing it out, the person, what you need to forgive, even if it includes yourself, just write it out. Then go one by one, each person or thing on your situation on your list. Imagine yourself surrounding it, like in your mind's eye, with pink light and white light. And talk to the situation, talk to the people. Say, I forgive you, I love you, and thank you, and send them on their way and watch them leave, okay? Once you finish doing one by one, you want to write a closing statement. And your closing statement can be anything that feels good to you. I now release all of the people, places, and things and situations on this list. I wish the energy well. I wish the person well. I wish the situation well. It is no longer allowed in my energy, and I'm full of forgiveness, and these things no longer belong in my energy. So it is. You want to take the piece of paper, fold it away from you. Fold a piece of paper away from you. As you fold it away from you. And then you want to take the piece of paper and you want to burn it in a fire safe container, like a cast iron skillet, a cauldron, anything that's fire safe, y'all. Fire safe. Regular pans ain't gonna do it. It's gonna have to be, aluminum pans ain't gonna do it. You have to have like a cast iron skillet, cauldron, something like that. Please don't set your house on fire, okay? And then the next thing is your gratitude list, writing down at least 10 things that you're most grateful for in your life right now. Write those things out. And then write a closing statement such as, I'm so grateful for all of my blessings, seen and unseen, known and unknown, now into infinity, and so it is. And then you can fold this piece of paper towards you. So when you fold the paper, you close it, you want to fold it towards you. Whether it's sitting down or not, just fold it towards you. And then you also want to burn it. Okay. All right. That concludes my video. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for being patient with me. I've been going through a lot of different transitions in my life. So yeah, like I'm going to be back doing the zodiac readings soon. I'm going to be going live most of the time. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.